and welcome to part 2 of episode 27 of Top Rope Reality right here on the YouTube. Let's get started with the WWE news first. Shocking news.
Just alerted today.
Yes, it
just found out earlier today.
While Roman Reigns was in Nashville promoting Night of Champions, he had to have emergency surgery on a hernia. An
incarcerated hernia. That's crazy.
Yeah, and it looks like he's going to be out about 6 weeks.
So he will not be competing at Night of Champions as of this taping right now that we're taping right now. It'll be tomorrow night. He will not be there.
No, and if everything goes according to plan, 6 weeks. So
wow. I wonder what they're going to do with his storyline.
I'm gonna say Night of Champions and Hell in the Cell.
Yeah. He's probably going to miss 2 pay-per-views.
I think he should. I think or 2, because 6 weeks will be right around when the time for pay-per-view is. There's no use to come back.
Don't just rush him. Don't rush him back. Let it simmer. Let it build up.
Let him come back after Hell in the Cell.
I like this question, but I don't think it's happening. It says, is Steve Austin currently training for a return match at WrestleMania 31?
No.
I don't believe so.
I hope this was a typo. I hope it should be 32. 32 is supposed to be in Texas. It makes more sense.
Right. But honestly, if he does, he said time and time again that it wouldn't bother him not to return to the ring.
No,
there's no CM Punk. Who?
That's right. That's what I'm being saying now.
Who is there for him to face?
That's the only reason I'd want him to come out of retirement.
Thank you.
Punk, give me Punk Austin, not Punk Hogan.
You know what?
Austin Hogan. No.
Here's the weird thing about that.
Who else is there?
But here's the weird thing about that. Punk wanted to face Austin.
Yes.
But Punk also has a big deal and makes a big deal about former wrestlers coming back part-time. That's how he would have got his match.
I know.
Is a part-timer coming back.
I know.
That's another rant for another day.
But that might have put him in the main event of WrestleMania.
Yes. Because I guarantee
the world title, whoever had the title.
Yes, because it would have been like The Rock doing a match. Austin would have been the main event.
He would have. I bet he would have said, you want me back? You want me back for WrestleMania? You want me back at Jerry World in Dallas, Texas? And will you want 100,000 fans screaming and paying you money to see WrestleMania 32, which it should be 32?
Right.
It needs to be Austin Punk. And it still may, if it's 32.
Right. It may give time for everybody to calm down.
Austin, San Francisco at 31, no.
But I will say this. CM Punk will be a hypocrite if he comes back. Honestly.
I'm a Punk fan.
And I said that
because you can't bitch and moan and complain
about part-timers coming back and then you come back as a part-timer. He can never come back.
He can never.
Unless he comes back as a commentator or backstage as a writer or comes back as a producer or whatever. He can't come back as a wrestler. He would go back on his word. He'd be a hypocrite.
Yeah, that's true. So I
do like Steve Austin and WWE having their new deal going where WWE promotes who Austin's going to have on the podcast, and in turn Austin does a weekly $9.99 match of the week, not a WWE Network match of the week, a $9.99 match of the week.
And when they come down and do all the stuff at the end of the year, the $9.99 should be the quote or the word or whatever of the year.
Exactly.
$9.99.
Exactly.
We even done it here.
We have. Because you know how much the network is?
$9.99. Is it worth $9.99? Yes.
But,
and the more stuff they add, they go ahead and add the Memphis, add some more WCW, add some more AWA, add some more WWE, add some more WWF.
I wish they could buy the
ECW.
I wish they could buy the Continental stuff.
Continental, World Class.
They don't have Continental.
They need to add anything they can add.
They don't have Continental stuff though. Unfortunately.
And look at the bottom line. If you could add Ring of Honor stuff. I mean, why not? If you get people to buy it,
and you know they also
own money.
They own the old footage from when Batista and Cena and Orton
was
in OVW.
Show that.
Show it. How cool would that be?
I know. If you
Shelton
got
was down there then, Rob Conway was down there then, that would be great.
And don't give a rat's ass if somebody was with you and now they're not with you.
Exactly.
Who cares? You're making jack.
Exactly.
That should be the bottom line. Who cares? Hey, you may not work for me now, but back then, and now people are buying my network for $9.99.
That would be like saying,
I'm getting money in my pocket.
Saying, well, I can't send you to rehab because you don't work for me now. if they're going to help them with rehab now,
Yeah.
they should be okay with showing their matches.
I don't
just
care
saying.
who they are.
But
Buy TNA's footage when they go out, for God's sake, put it on
there you
there.
go.
Jeez.
At least the X Division stuff.
I mean, if you own this company, let's see the footage. Let's
There you
see
go.
it all. Here, come on.
But the guy that we did an interview with,
Yes.
a great interview.
A long interview, more than we ever thought we'd get. He gave us a ton.
Gave us over 20 minutes worth of material. Mr. Dr. Tom Pritchard, the former WWE head trainer, was asked about the WWE's current plan to have Roman Reigns face Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 31. Pritchard had the following to say.
Which was shocking.
Reigns has a way to go in the ring and on the mic. I can understand the mic part. I totally agree with
Yes.
that. They shouldn't throw him into something that he's not ready for. I don't see anyone, with the exception of The Rock, who could stand toe-to-toe with Brock Lesnar after John Cena. Pritchard did add that his favorite WWE stars at the moment are Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, Brock Lesnar, and John Cena. But I will say this. This is me saying this. He said, I don't see anyone with the exception of The Rock who can stand toe-to-toe with Brock after Cena. You know whose fault that is? Piss poor booking.
Thank you.
If they booked their stars better, then they could look like they had a chance against Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
Not even Randy Orton looks like he has a chance against Brock Lesnar.
No, and then Big Show's supposed to be next.
No,
I
they've
guess.
been there, done that.
Looks like
They broke the ring. I'm done.
Looks like
Who cares?
he's fixing to take on Bray Wyatt, who gets snubbed from Night of Champions.
Yeah, they're pushing him down the card. I don't like that.
No, unless with Reigns out, they scrap the Seth Rollins match and we get Bray Wyatt and Big Show.
Wouldn't bother me a bit.
Could add it to
But
it.
also,
Now this I don't like.
Santino Marella is saying that he might be able to come back to the WWE after they said that they do a
Yeah.
double fusion. They
Yeah.
said he could come back. But he said his only goal is to win the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. The way they book Santino as a comedy character, I do not agree with it. Now,
Well-
Santino is a great amateur wrestler in real life. He's a great performer. He can wrestle very well. But they don't book him that way. They book him doing the splits and doing the Cobra. I don't want that person as a champion.
First of all, the WWE champion, what he said,
Yes.
not gonna happen.
Intercontinental US, who gives a crap? But you've been there, done that. There's no point in coming back for that.
But the picture I saw was after surgery, and he was in the hospital with the bandage on his neck.
Right.
If he said it then, I'd say drugs. He was on drugs. He didn't know what he was saying.
I don't see him coming back
He
and being
doesn't
a
need to
champion.
come back and
If
be
they wouldn't-
nothing.
If they never gave William Regal the WWE Championship or the World Heavyweight Championship, Santino doesn't need it.
Regal should have been World Heavyweight Champion.
Yes. Not, he doesn't have to be WWE, but he could have been the
No.
World Heavyweight Champion.
Regal could have carried the World Heavyweight title on SmackDown, and
Yes.
it wouldn't have hurt nothing
Nothing at all.
compared to some of these jack legs they've had as World Heavyweight
Golly.
Champion. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So,
I mean,
yeah.
Rey Mysterio even had piss poor booking with his title reigns. Horrible. They didn't make him look good. But I guarantee you, Santino Marella should
No.
not be WWE World Heavyweight Champion, and I don't see it happening. But I will say, do a comeback tour, whatever. I don't give a crap. But you ain't gonna be World
he
Heavyweight
needs to
Champion.
just be, if he's coming back, be a goodwill ambassador and travel around the country
Thank
and
you.
promote the WWE.
You know what? He can even do
He
commentary.
doesn't need.
He can
Not
even
really.
do commentary. I don't even care. But you know what? Do not come back and try to be the
Stick
World
on it,
Heavyweight
trying to
Champion.
leave on that one.
Do not be the World Heavyweight Champion. It's not going to work. Like I said, if Regal could never get it, he shouldn't get it.
It's not going to be believable.
No.
Why would it be?
It was
Why
fun.
would you
it was
be
fun.
believable?
It was fun when he did his little.
Who would be champion to make you think Santino could beat
right,
them?
Right. It was fun to think, oh,
Who?
he's so
Titus
close.
O'Neil?
Right, but listen, he was so close to winning the Elimination Chamber. That was fun. That was exciting. Everybody was excited. Guess what?
It's gone.
It's just for the cheers. It's just for the audience reaction.
Okay, let's
Nobody
go. We're
cares.
getting on time here. Macho Man DVD's coming out November 17th. Really looking forward to that one.
Yes, I think it's going to be more in depth and better than the first one
It
they
is.
did.
And some sad news. Sean O'Hare passed away last week at the age of 43. And
Spartanburg, North Carolina.
And he was
Unfortunately,
good.
they said that he committed suicide.
yeah, that's a bad thing about
Very
it.
sad.
But when he was with Roddy Piper,
That could have been great.
it was great.
Yes,
It was
Paul,
great.
yeah.
And then
I remember one
None.
feud he had, Rikishi. That's it.
now let's get to TNA news while we still have it. They're looking to sign a Rock Hakeem wrestler.
Who cares?
I know that thing. I thought that was part of Jeff Jarrett stuff. So
TNA is giving some wrestlers who have contracts expiring just per day agreements till a new television deal is complete. The company does not want to make any new commitments. They are weary about signing wrestlers to long contracts due to the fact that the guaranteed money will be in play, and they still have not signed for a new television deal. But here's the problem, though. That doesn't make no sense because James Storm just signed a new long-term. Remember?
Mannix, who else?
All them
Gunner.
people, they had pictures with Big John or whatever his name is,
Or whatever.
and they had all these long-term contracts. Well, you're screwed on it, then ain't you?
And then they just finish up this past 19th. Finish up their tapings.
It's the
in
final-
Bethlehem, Pennsylvania.
Final scheduled live events in the U.S. as no other dates are scheduled until the Bound for Glory pay-per-view in October. As
They
a
taped Bound for Glory, their biggest
taped.
pay-per-view.
It'll be live in Japan and taped for USA. Stupid! As a result of this, numerous members of the TNA production staff will be finishing the runs with TNA at the tapings this week if they are not needed
So Friday
Bound
was
for
it.
Glory. So these people are no longer in a job. That's stupid.
So,
It says, according to PWInsider.com, TNA already has TV taped up until 9/24, so the Bethlehem tapings will be for Impact episodes airing from 10/1 and beyond. Should TNA run out of material to fill the Impact episodes heading into Bound for Glory and beyond the pay-per-view, then the company will likely produce episodes of the show consisting mostly of clips, highlights, and storyline reviews. In related news, Jeremy Borash is hosting a new show called TNA Legends, which is
on
scheduled,
Wednesdays on Spike.
which is scheduled for later in the year. Here's my thing: if you run out of material, make that your new show. There,
It will be the new show.
don't do storyline reviews and clips and junk. Nobody wants to see that. No, nobody already watches your show
You think
now.
that 08 is bad, wait till you do something like that. You'll be getting 02s and 01s.
Nobody cares about your material now with new material, and you're going to do clips and junk. No, put the Legends thing in there and be done with it.
Now let's get on to the future.
There you
And
go.
the future is getting very, very,
It is.
very bright. NXT. If you didn't see TakeOver 2, get your ass to the W Network for $9.99 and watch
right.
it because it was fantastic. The Fatal 4-Way tore the house up.
There you go.
4 stars. I mean, even Tyson Kidd is renewed. It's a renewed Tyson Kidd.
It is.
And I love it.
And then the new guy that showed up, that Baron Corbin, my gosh.
Yeah, Baron
That
Corbin.
dude is a beast.
Baron Corbin's going to be something. And all the new Kevin Steens and all those coming in.
They're coming
It's going to get
soon.
better. And the next live event will be in December. Will it
Yes.
be TakeOver something else? Because they changed it from TakeOver 2 to TakeOver Fatal 4-Way. So I wanted to stick with just TakeOver, which they may. Which that's what, hey, if they keep doing what they're
Doing
doing,
like in your house.
they're going to be taking over.
Kind of like do in your house.
It is what it
It's
is.
take over.
It is just TakeOver. It's TakeOver whatever is what
And
it's
then have a theme behind it.
That's what they
fine.
did. They
Totally
did.
fine with that, but I don't want to see TakeOver 1, TakeOver 2, TakeOver 3,
No,
TakeOver 4.
I think Hunter cleared that up when they changed it. They were calling it TakeOver 2, and then he changed it to TakeOver Fatal 4-Way.
Totally fine with that.
And I think that's what they're going to start doing. If they do the next TakeOver, it'll be something like Christmas Chaos or something. Which, come on, it works.
You got all kinds of stuff you can use from WCW and ECW. You just use the names.
But speaking of NXT, and you need to go to the network. I mean, to the .com and check out the interview with Adrian Neville, Sami Zayn,
Kenta.
Kenta. Yeah,
I don't know how you say his new name.
Ito, yes. Who else was I know?
Vit.
Oh yeah, the
It
Viz.
is the new NXT 5.
That's more than 5 though.
Well, that's only.
Well, I mean, it's getting to be more than 5. Yeah, that's 5 there, but you also got Tyler Breeze and all these
Right,
people
but
here.
they're looking at the people that came from the Indies is what they're looking at. Sami Zayn, Kenta, Adrian Neville, David.
Well, if you want to go
Kevin
that route,
Steen.
if you want to go the way with guys who come from the Indies,
You'd have to look at people up in the WWE
You
roster,
got-
but they're only looking at the NXT guys.
but you think of that. I'm just talking about you think of that though, with Seth and all them. I mean,
Right.
the future, if it doesn't get screwed over, it's going to be bright,
Right.
and I love it.
I mean, you printed this thing out. It even says the independent influence.
I
They're
love it.
finally looking at it.
And they need
Jeez.
to.
Took a
And I think
while.
I think that's Hunter. There.
It should be. I mean, that sounds good to me.
If that's what your bread and butter is going to be, you better take your bread and butter and be happy to get money.
And I'm fine with him changing like Kenta's name because he used it from a mentor, he used it from somebody that he looked up to. I'm totally fine. Don't give us stupid names though.
No, I hope they don't give. If they don't, keep part of it. Kevin Steen maybe something else. But
Right.
keep Steen or keep Kevin. Something that people know.
There you go.
All right, that's it for part 2. I'm sorry we got right up there. We'll be back for part 3. Your favorite countdowns.